Hello and welcome to a brand new video. So today you join me for another Premier prediction. That is right, guys. So today we are predicting Premier League Game Week 24. That is right. There are 11 games being played this week due to extra game, which is Everton versus Liverpool, obviously due to it being cancelled during the windy storms. But anyway, guys, so this is where I predict, go through each side and give you my prediction at the end of that conversation. So if you'd like to see the video, guys, let love me, man. So it's probably not ready. Without further ado, let's begin with our Premier League Game Week 24 predictions, baby. Kicking this off on Saturday afternoon at 12:30, it is Forest versus Brighton. So Forest with a massive 5-0 defeat to Bournemouth, man. No one seen that result coming, and a lot of people were surprised. And to be fair, I couldn't believe the score myself. Literally 5-0. So basically, guys, that has really dampened their chances of winning the title. Yes, I know it was a long shot of them winning the title, but 5-0 defeat, man, that will go down quite bad in the dressing room. I think you haven't just lost, you've been thrashed. But anyway, we'll see what happens in this one, because they're all up against Brighton, who also lost 1-0 to Everton. And both of these teams are off on their losing games. So these two sides will want to come out this game and try and redo that loss. So I've got this game, guys, to end as a draw. That's why I got this game to end as a 1-1 draw. Next up, we have Bournemouth versus Liverpool. So that is right, I've just spoken about Bournemouth, man. They beat Forest 5-0. Justin Kluivert is a man on form right now, okay? Honestly, guys, Bournemouth have had so many injuries. Like, they've got two under-23s playing in their centre halves, and they are still performing up to their level. And fair play to Bournemouth, man, to beat Forest 5-0 and to have, to literally, Bournemouth did not have a good bench against Forest. They had one player on the bench who was a senior player, and the rest of them were all from the under-23s and younger. So for Bournemouth to have these many injuries and still come out and beat Forest 5-0, massive achievement. So well done right there. They're up against Liverpool, who beat IPSWICH 4-1. No shock scoreline right there. So now because of that, they do six points clear, still at the top of the table. And Arne Slot is in my FPL team for assistant manager this week. So because of that, I should get a few points this week. But anyway, guys, I think Liverpool will be a bit too strong for Bournemouth. Obviously, the way Liverpool are right now, they're unstoppable. So I've got Liverpool, guys, to beat Bournemouth 2-1. Relegation clash is Everton versus Leicester. That is right. So Everton with a fantastic 1-0 win against Brighton. Endoye again with another goal to his name, and he is proving a massive hit under David Moyes. And David Moyes has also proven a massive hit for Everton fans yet again. Okay, so since he's been in, they have played 3, lost 1, won 2. So they're on a 2-game win streak right now. And David Moyes, man, he has come in and he has really stabilised Everton, and that is all you can ask for from a manager. Yes, I know it's Everton in and out, because obviously he's been their manager for years before, but coming like he has already and sort of make an impact, fair play to him. They're up against Leicester, who ended their 7-game losing streak to beat Spurs 2-1. Fantastic win for Ruud van Nistelrooy and Leicester. 1-0 down, obviously, in the first half. The second half, they came out fighting. They scored 2 goals in 5 minutes after kick-off on second half. So whatever team taught Van Nistelrooy did and the lads did at half-time, it has helped them, because of that, they now have that win under the belt, and that literally, guys, move out of the relegation zone by 1 point. So from getting that one win, it's literally put them out of the relegation zone. So that is all you can ask for. El Khanous, man, he's going to be a star player in years to come. Trust me, guys, he's going to be a massive star, and he could be the difference between Leicester staying up this season. So just on that, guys, I think Leicester now, because they've got that win, I can't go against my boys, so that is why I've got Leicester, guys, to beat Everton 2-1. Another relegation battle, it is Ipswich Town versus Southampton. So Ipswich lost 4-1 to Liverpool, and yeah, damn, again, they just can't keep the goals out, and because of that now, they have literally dropped a -9 goal difference in the last 2 games. So it's not great at all. Obviously, goal difference could, you know, goal difference is what it could come down to by the end of the season. So Ipswich need to try and find some form where they are not conceding so many goals, because like I say, goal difference is a massive part of relegation survival. They're up against Southampton, okay, who still sit on only 6 points. And I've got to say, Southampton sit 11 points away from getting safe out of the relegation zone. So it is a massive, massive ask for Southampton to even survive this season. I don't think they'll survive this year because they are so far behind, so far off the pace. So I've got Ipswich, guys, to beat Southampton 2-0. Next up we have Newcastle versus Fulham. So that is right. So Newcastle put their 5-0 defeat against Bournemouth behind them to beat Southampton 3-1. Isaac yet again on the score sheet. So yeah, so that puts them back up to 6th place. I knew they'll put their defeat to Bournemouth behind them, get a top 7 finish this year if they keep doing what they are doing. Just literally feed the ball to Isaac and he will score. So yeah, do that, they should be fine. They're up against Fulham, who lost 1-0 to Man United last week. Okay, I watched that game and I was falling asleep watching that game. It was such a boring, that's probably one of the worst games I've watched this year. Fulham versus Man United. Oh, it was such a boring game. So yeah, to be fair, Fulham did not create anything, and they will need to create something against Newcastle, because Newcastle will again, just like Man United, will not give them many chances to score. So Fulham looked bang average against Man United, and they have dropped down to 10th place because of that. But overall, though, still a good season. They, you know, the top half of the table. Can that continue? You know, we shall find out. I think Marcus Silva will, you know, have a bit of a word with Fulham, because obviously that game against Man United was such a boring game. So I've got this game, guys, to end as a 1-1 draw. Next up, we have Wolves versus Aston Villa. So Wolves lost only 1-0 to Arsenal, and I've got to say, yes, they got a player sent off, which he will miss now 3 games. You know, big player. I think it was João Gomez. I think it was, and he's a massive player for Wolves' system. But yeah, Wolves only lost 1-0, which wasn't too bad, but because of Leicester's win, they now drop down in the relegation zone by 1 point. So Wolves are in the danger zone right now, so they need to pull out of that against Aston Villa, because Aston Villa, man, they in their last 5 games, guys, Villa have won 2 and drew 3. So Villa on some sort of form right now, but they have been drawing a lot of games recently, and that will probably be the same case for this one. With Aston Villa's new signings, look, they're about to sign Axel Disasi from Chelsea as well. Good player. Once Emery gets them playing to the way they want to play, you know, his new signings, they're going to be a very good side. So, you know, give it another week like this week, and I think Villa will come out fighting. So that is why, guys, I've got this game to end as a 2-0 win for Aston Villa. Brentford versus Spurs. So Brentford, man, we were a fantastic 2-0 win against Crystal Palace. Very good win, I've got to say. Good season this year, okay? They do sit in 11th place, and Thomas Frank is a very underrated manager, and I think if they can keep him, because apparently there are a few clubs coming in for Thomas Frank, but I think Brentford will keep him, because that guy loves Brentford. And anyway, yeah, overall, like I say, fantastic win against Crystal Palace, who are on form. So good win right there. That will give them some boost going in to this game. They're up against Spurs, okay, who lost 2-1 to Leicester. Okay, so listen to this. So Everton, Leicester, Palace and Ipswich were all on massive losing streaks, and Tottenham have gifted them their wins to end their rot. Okay, and that is a bad record to have, especially now they are fighting for relegation. Trust me, guys, they're only 8 points above the relegation zone, and the way Ange Postecoglou is playing right now, could they be relegated? Honestly, I'm so surprised he's still manager of Spurs, and how much time does he have left at Spurs, man? Because the performances right now have not been great, and they keep giving him chances after chance after chance, but they are so close to relegation, and I think Ange Postecoglou has lost the fans. So guys, I think, trust me, I think if Spurs lose to Brentford this weekend, it could be goodbye to Ange Postecoglou. Personally, you know, it's coming, guys. The sacking is coming because it has not been great. I know they got injuries to defenders, but that is not the case, okay? Because Spurs still have a fantastic squad, even with injuries, and you know, they've got Son, Maddison, Kulusevski, Solanke when he's fit, Richarlison, Brennan Johnson. You know, got some great players, and they shouldn't be where they are, but they are. And Postecoglou could be sacked this game week, trust me. So because of that, guys, I do have Brentford to beat Spurs. I got Brentford, guys, to beat Spurs 3-1, which is Postecoglou sacked from Spurs. Next up, we have Man United versus Crystal Palace. Man United, again, as I said to you, the most boring game I've ever watched this season. They beat Fulham 1-0. Good win overall. But again, they did not play good football. Amorim has got a lot of work to do, guys. Trust me, he's got a lot of work to do. And again, he's shot Rashford out of the reserves as well. And I just don't see, I don't understand it, guys, but I keep going on about it, but I won't go on about it again. But can I just say one thing though? Is Højlund really a Man United player? Do Man United have anyone better than him? No, they don't. And I've got to say, Højlund is one, he's such a strange player, man. Like, he doesn't get involved in games, and obviously Man United back in the old day, they would not have him in their squad, and yeah, terrible signing to personally. They're up against Palace, who lost 2-0 to Brentford, but they did play quite well. Their new signing did score. By the way, it was 2-1 to Brentford. So, but anyway, yeah, the new signing did score. Eza, who they signed from Millwall, did score. And you know, they signed him from £8 million from Millwall. Good signing, I've got to say. You know, I watched the highlights of him, and he looks a good player. So they've got a good gem in there somewhere. He did score in his debut, which is a good news for them. Eze, Pateta, you know, Palace should be fine this year. They are in the relegation, but Palace should be fine this season. I do have this game though, guys, to end as a 1-1 draw. Arsenal versus Man City. So this is a top 4 clash. Arsenal versus Man City. Arsenal beat Wolves 1-0, but yet again, you know, their attacking does not look very good. I don't know if Arsenal, man, they, like I say, they lack a massive striker. And that is all that I can criticise them for. Yes, they're still fighting for the title, but that would be the difference to the title and losing the title. Liverpool have a striker, Arsenal do not. Trust me, guys, when Arsenal do eventually find a striker, that will give them some massive boost. They're up against Man City, who beat Chelsea 3-1. Good win. Bournemouth, guys, he looks an absolute mental player, good player, looks a very good player, so fair play to him right there. Good signing, he looks sharp, and that is all you can ask for. Holland and him fit this year, it's going to be a good season and end up to the season. And I've got this game, guys, to end as a 3-2 win for Man City. Next up, we have a London derby. It's Chelsea versus West Ham. So Chelsea lost 3-1 to Man City, but they are slowly dropping down the table and also selling some players. I think they've realised now they've got too many players involved. About to lose Axel Disasi, João Felix could be going as well. So I think they've realised now they've got too many players to keep happy, and that is a massive, you know, that is causing them a bit of trouble because you know, they have not been great recently, and they keep losing games. And just like last year, guys, with Leicester, Enzo's second half of the season does drop off, and I think he needs to sort of have a word with them, because that's what they did at Leicester and it worked. But again, it's halfway through the season, he does start to fall, and that is what he's doing at Chelsea. But fair play though, you know, he's still got all these players in the world, and I'm sure he'll be okay. They're up against West Ham, who drew 2-2 with Aston Villa. Graham Potter has come in. He's sort of stabilised the team a little bit. They're still letting a few goals in, but I would say still early days for Graham Potter. They are lacking a good striker though. Obviously they've got no strikers fit. Antonio had a car crash, so he's injured. Fulkrug, he's injured. Danny Ings, he's the only fit striker, and personally, he is not a Premier League player right now. Danny Ings is way past it. So West Ham need to come in for a striker, and apparently they're coming in for Aaron Ferguson, who plays for Brighton. So to get him in, good signing right there, you know, solid player. So this game is a London derby, could be a good game. And I do have Chelsea, guys, to beat West Ham. That's why I've got Chelsea to beat West Ham 2-0. Our last game of this game week is Everton versus Leicester. Double game week, guys, because this game got cancelled due to the winds, you know, a few months back. So we scheduled it for this Wednesday. So yeah, Everton versus Liverpool, Merseyside derby. Damn. So I've been through all the teams already, so I'll give you my predictions. So these Merseyside derbies have ended always one way for years. You know, Liverpool have always won the Merseyside derbies, you know, for a few years now, and I think it won't be any different here either. I know David Moyes has come in and he's really strengthened up their side, but the way Liverpool are, guys, Liverpool are such a free-flowing scoring side, and that will what be the difference between these two sides, okay? So I've got Liverpool, guys, to beat Everton 3-0, which will end a massive Merseyside derby week. So anyway, guys, that is my Premier League Game Week 24 predictions. If you have any of my decisions, let me know down below in the comment section. And damn, your own game being played. Make sure you play your assistant manager chip in the FPL if you're in my FPL table competition on there. So make sure you get your assistant manager in. Double game week is a perfect opportunity, guys. But anyway, 24 games in, going to be an exciting week for football. So anyway, I'll see you guys next week for a brand new video. Good, and